Let's start with a quick introduction.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Hi, Siddhesh. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So let's start with a quick introduction.
Yeah, sure. My name is Siddesh Shashikant Deshmukh, and I belongs to the Khopoli city of the Maharashtra. And I have done my schooling from Shishu Mandir Khopoli, that is in Khopoli city, and my graduation and post graduation from the Security College, that is in the Panvel. Then after that, for a year, I have worked in IT infrastructure domain, that is in the Ruby Mills Limited and at Pure Knowledge Solution. Since then, I have started for acquiring the course for Java development at J Spiders Institute at Thane location. And about my college projects, I have done the car rental application. It was a web application project for the small business purpose. And talking about my hobbies include I like to listen to music, then take news on the YouTube in my free time. That's all about me.
What about technical stack?
My technical stack, uh, I have my skills are like Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Core, and then HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap.
Okay. Fine. So basically, you have just internship experience, right? Don't have
Uh,
any corporate experience, I
yeah,
mean.
I have, but that is in the IT infrastructure. Means it was in the hardware and networking domain.
Got it. How much of years?
It was for the 1 year. Yeah.
Fine, fine. So, you know Java and basics as well, like object-oriented
Yes.
programming and right. So
Yes. Yes.
we'll start with very basic questions. So,
Okay.
what do you understand from JDK, JRE, and JVM?
JDK is a Java development kit. That is the software development environment used for building the for building the Java applications, and it includes the compiler and JRE that is the Java runtime environment, which it is required to run the Java applications, and it includes the JVM and inbuilt libraries, Java inbuilt libraries, and JVM is the Java virtual machine. Uh, it is used to load all the .class files and run them across the platform independently.
Mm. Fine. So you must know there are four pillars of object-oriented programming. What are those?
Yeah. The first pillar is the encapsulation.
Mhm.
Encapsulation means uh, Encapsulation means it is the process where the states and behaviors of an object are combined together to work on a data in a single unit. And the main purpose of the encapsulation is to achieve the data hiding. Data hiding means where the states of an object are restricted for the direct access and given the indirect access or a control access to from the behavior of the same object is known as data hiding, and we can achieve this data hiding by two ways, by prefixing the states with the private members and by defining the getter and setter methods. Then second pillar is the inheritance. Inheritance is a design technique is used to achieve the easy relationship, and we can and here there is a parent and a child relationship between this interface, and where one class acquires all the states and behavior from the another class is called as a
So,
child class.
what is
Yeah.
the keyword we use in that?
To acquire the inheritance,
Hmm?
extend. We use the
Okay.
extend keyword. from the subclass to achieve the states and behaviors of the superclass.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, and the third pillar is polymorphism. Polymorphism means it is a process where the Java members exhibiting more than one forms, and it have two types: compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. In compile time polymorphism, it is the process where which method implementation needs to be executed. It decided by the compiler during the compile time, and it has some type of examples like constructor overloading, method overloading, shadowing. And the second one was the runtime polymorphism. It is the process where the which method implementation needs to be executed is decided by the object during the runtime while the object creation. And the example is like method overriding. Method overriding means the process in which the superclass method new implementation is provided to the superclass method from the subclass is known as method overriding. And the fourth pillar is the abstraction. Abstraction means simply hiding all the like the important or internal data and showing the functionalities. We can achieve this abstraction by two ways: by abstract class and by interface.
Um, hmm. So let's move to the some advanced basics of Java, advanced Java, I mean. So as you
Okay.
have mentioned, there is JDBC, Servlet, and JSP as well, right?
Yeah.
So what is that? I mean, JDBC, where we use it.
JDBC is like it is used to interact with between the Java application and the database. It actually gives all the inbuilt mechanism to load the drivers and connect to the database. And this JDBC driver is independent of the database, but the driver dependent means which driver which needs to be used is dependent on the database, like PostgreSQL or MySQL. And JDBC is done in 5 steps. You need the 5 steps to execute the JDBC program. First one, it is the to load the driver, then create the connection, and then create the statement. The fourth one is execute the statement, and fifth is close the connection. And it is actually used between the Java application and the database.
Yeah, right. So what is Servlet? Hmm.
Servlet is the server-side technology that is present in server side, and it is used to build the web applications. Okay, where it is a process means where a client sends a request to the server, and then servlet processes it and gives back the response to the client.
There is some life cycle of Servlet. What is that
Yeah,
exactly?
yeah, yeah. The life cycle of the servlet is the first one is loading the servlet means where the servlet will be get loaded from the servlet container, and it will be converted into dot class file.
And there
The
are
dot
some
class file will
keywords
be
for this.
yes.
Mhm.
Uh, Actually, we will be using the generic servlet or the HTTP servlet method here. And while we are doing this life cycle process, that time it will first run means it will first load the servlet, and that is from the servlet container, and the servlet container will work to load this dot class file into the load this dot java file from to the java dot class file. And after loading it, it will invoke the service method. Okay, so service method will the second step will be instantiating the servlet. Instantiating means it will then use the init method to call the database integrations, or to it will exactly called once, and will get executed at once when the servlet is loaded. Then the next process will be invoking the service method. Invoking the service method means here where at each time of the client request, the service method will be get executed and it handles the response and send back the response. Then the last one is the destruction. Whenever the client's request or the servlet is get loaded and the work is done, then the last method is the destroy method to close the connection.
So what is the
Uh,
basic difference
yeah,
between servlet and JSP?
Servlet and JSP is like it is used to um
Where we use, I mean,
servlet-
JSP is nothing but what
yeah, yeah,
exactly? And
yeah,
servlet.
yeah. Actually, at the first time we used to write the JSP in the servlet only, means HTML and JSP,
Mhm.
all the related programs or the codes, and it was making like not reliable code. So we separated the servlet and the JSP. In now the servlet is like both are handling the server side technology, but in the JSP, additionally, we can write the HTML, CSS as well as JSP code and also the Java code by using some tags and separate that code. And it can be most useful for the small business purpose or small type of application.
Okay. Actually, I was expecting very short answer. Like, if I have to write some backend logic, so I need to have
Yes,
servlet,
yes,
and
yes,
for UI part, we need to have the JSP. You must know it, but uh,
yes,
I
yes.
expected that one actually.
Okay.
So, so there is a concept of session and cook in that. So, what is that exactly?
Section.
Session and cookie.
Yeah, actually, section. I have not worked on the cookie actually yet, but as for the section, session is like it is used to access the data on every page. Means it carries the data on every page of our web page, where we can use the method get section method to achieve that method, and we pass the key and value for it, and actually. As we can whenever it is mostly useful for the login purpose also, means for example I shall take that if I have one profile and whenever I log in, if I use the request dispatcher, then it will get executed on the first home page. But if I have more than one page on the website and I want to access that data on all the pages, then here it will not work with the request dispatcher. So I have to use the section here. Section will work on the entire application, and it will give me access to that all the profile page for that on that all the web pages.
So basically, I was expecting like where on which side we use session and cookie, like whether it is a client or server. Exactly. That's what I was expecting.
Client side or server side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So session we use on client or say, server side,
Use on the server side actually.
and
Means
cookie.
uh, cookies we used in it is also used in the server side only. Means we give the client to work on the cookie, means to clear the cookie or yeah, to clear the cookie, but it works on the server side because as we for some one of the example that like logout section, then whenever we log out we invalidate the section, so the cookies must be cleared that time. So it is in the hand of client that whenever he log out, that time they get then the cookies get cleared.
Basically, the main thing is that you are right
Mm.
at session. Session we use mostly on server side, but cookie is at client side.
Yeah.
So fine.
Yes,
Um,
actually means from my knowledge means or from my knowledge that I thought that means cookies will be from the client side only, but client will be having the additional option, means he will be having the authority to clear the cookies, but we should be adding the like section dot invalidate method for the logout section. Then whenever we are using this method, then only he will get the cache clear or cookies clear option. So it will be based on the server side, but the client will be getting the authority for it.
Right, right. So we'll move to the database part. SQL you have used, right? If
Yeah.
I'm not okay. So what is primary key?
Primary key is it is a combination of unique and not null, and uh, yeah, it is a combination of the unique and not null. Every table will be having only one primary key, and this primary key, it is a actually I'm not getting the words right now, but
Unique identifiers.
yeah, it uniquely identify the all the rows or a table.
It's recorded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a foreign key. So what is the basic difference between this primary key and foreign key?
The basic difference is here that every table must be having one primary key, but there can be for more foreign keys for one table, and there should be a unique and not null value for a primary, but a foreign key can be unique, can be not unique, and can also not be null. Okay, so this is the small difference between them. And also the primary key is used to connect with that another table, means it is the main ID, and foreign key connects with that primary key to connect with the multiple tables.
Okay. So okay. I mean one table to another. It links
Yeah,
foreign key.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we use some important keywords like where and having. So
Yes.
in which situation we use it mostly? If it is a
Actually,
grouping
where
part.
yes, yes. We use the where condition whenever we are performing the queries on our rows or the columns. Okay. And whenever we are performing the queries on based on the group, that is, whenever we want to group some sections or group the tables between any of the rows, okay, or any of the columns, then that time we to execute that group by function, we use the having clause. Having clause means to
Why?
like some
Hmm.
uh, to execute the aggregate functions also we use the having clause. It can't get executed with the where clause. Okay, means whenever we want to give some conditions for the aggregate functions, then also we have to use a having clause only. We can't use it in the where clause. Yeah.
So I just wanted to know before grouping or after grouping.
After grouping, we can use the having function after the grouping, because
And where and where your voice is breaking. Please check your internet connection. Could you please try to rejoin?
and then after the group by it
Because
gets divided by groups.
okay,
Then a group by we will be having clause.
okay. Could you please check internet connection from your end, from your end? Am I audible?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. So,
Actually, I got thrown out of the application.
sorry.
Actually, I got thrown out of the application of the Zoom, so I
So
again
actually, you were not
restarted
audible
it.
to me properly. Might be that's why.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
fine. We'll move ahead. So, what is normalization?
Yeah, actually, I have done the basics of the SQL. I am not moved for the normalization. But from my knowledge, the normalization is basically divided into some parts like 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, and it is like to normalize the query whenever we
Mm-hmm.
have a big container of the database table. Then to get it get executed in small form, or to make the small forms of the table. That time we use the normalization.
Basically, we need to reduce the data replications.
Yeah, yeah, to
So
reduce the
in
data.
that, yeah, so that is the main purpose. So
Yeah,
fine. You have
actually,
mentioned
actually,
Hibernate. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, actually, I was saying just that I have completed with the SQL, but the normalization part was in the advanced SQL. So I was not completed with the advanced SQL, but I have little bit this level of knowledge about it.
Fine. So you can see Hibernate as well here. You have mentioned.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we compare to JDBC, so what are the advantages of Hibernate over JDBC?
Some of the advantages of the Hibernate is like it can handle the exceptions. Then it can have it has the clear cache memory option. Then it gives the user to execute or to means communicate with the database like easily, and also to work on the database from the Hibernate.
Hmm?
To connect with the multiple tables, it is easy from the Hibernate. Uh, JDBC is like it doesn't give many functions or many ways to the user to get interact with the database. But Hibernate allows the HQL also, and we can use HQL, Hibernate Query Language, and SQL also here to communicate with the database. And also here, it is easy with the help of annotations. We can write the code and integrate with the database table.
Hmm. So, okay. What is ORM?
ORM is the object relational mapping tool. Means where one entity class is a database table, and where the not rows, where the name of the states in the entity class will be the column names, and the data types of the state will be the column data types. And it will be because with the help of the dialect, and
Basically,
all the rows of the
yeah.
table will be the that we insert into the states of the entity class.
So basically, we will map that class to DB, I mean database
Yeah,
tables.
we will basically map that entity class to the database table.
So what is entity?
Entity is like
You just answered actually.
um, yeah, actually, entity is like it is like
We'll
a tool
we
or
will
a
map that to the database table, right?
it will be used to map that database table to the Java class.
So it is nothing but that Java class. We are mapping to the database table, right?
Yes, yes,
Fine. So you already told me about HL. So
yes.
we'll move to the HTML and CSS part. So what is the difference between class and ID? Very shortly, I
Class
expect.
and
Yeah.
okay. Uh, in short, I said that ID will be unique, but the class name could not be unique.
Mm.
Okay.
Can we
We can
reuse it?
use the class name. Yeah, we can reuse the class name for any another attribute also, but we cannot use the ID once used.
So what is the purpose of CSS and Bootstrap?
The purpose of CSS and Bootstrap is to design the web page. like to give the styles, then colors, to change the means HTML is like to give the to the web page, and to fulfill that web page, we use the CSS and Bootstrap. Here, is the CSS and Bootstrap are almost the same, but Bootstrap is the framework where Bootstrap helps to create the content or to create the web page content more unique and more reliable easily. CSS contains more more coding and more. It is not easy to create the web page faster from the CSS directly only using the CSS, but by using the Bootstrap, it gets easy and more reliable for the user to create the web in some shorter time, and also it gives some more functions. Then Bootstrap it have its own attributes also. So by using
Mm.
them, we can achieve more things or more functions, and we can do the content or web page more like we can perform more best.
Okay, got it. What is responsive
Yeah.
design?
Responsive design. Okay.
Yeah.
Responsive design means it is we can achieve this responsive design by the Bootstrap also, um, where the design or the where the web page should be responsive by the flexible or the by the flex or by the grid, because whenever we insert the data from the whenever we want to insert or we want to show any content on the web page by the CSS, it is not easy to show it on the web page directly. So we have to use the here Flex or the Grid or also the Bootstrap. Uh, they performs and it gives us the responsive website or the responsive design.
Okay. So we'll move to the, you have already mentioned system admin and Windows Server as well. So what is that
Yes,
exactly?
yes,
Like
yes.
Windows Server, could you please shortly, I mean,
Yeah, actually, while I was working in the IT infrastructure, that time I was the administration for the Google Workspace, and also I was handling some part of the Windows Server. So that time I started to learn both of them, Windows Server 2019 and Google Workspace G Suite on the Udemy. So, yeah, I was working on that time. And Google Workspace and Windows Server both are more useful on the IT infrastructure or in
screen burst up.
any industry because they handles all the computer systems and
Am I
all
audible to
the
you? Please check your
related.
internet connection.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. I can hear you. Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. So by with the help of Windows Server admin and with the help of Google Workspace, it is more easy to connect with the whole computer systems or any another systems with the IP address or by any another things like to get interact with the system directly. It is more useful for the user or for the employer in the IT infrastructure.
Hmm. What is Active Directory and domain?
Active Directory and domain. Domain is like it is the root. It is the root of the Active Directory. Means domain is of our industry, of our organization. We create our domain, and Active Directory means Active Direct. After creating the domain, we in that domain we add the Active Directory. Active Directory means where we can perform the things or perform the some
And
actions on
manage.
our, yeah, and manage our domain or our the whole organization data. We can manage the data, we can manage the computer system, we can manage the IP addresses, we can do the load balancing, then we can perform many other things from the Active
Hmm.
Directory.
So domain is nothing but like kind of a network, right? As you said. But
Well, yeah, it is like kind of network only because under the root of domain only we use the Active Directory.
so it is managed by what exactly? Domain.
Uh, Actually, while we say that, means for example, we said that what is your domain or what is your organization's domain. That time we say that or we show our organization that this will be the domain of my organization, means my organization name. Or for example, we have like our yes. MS Office. For example, we have Office, okay, Office 365. So that time, for that time, like we use our domain to interact with the organization's employees between them and do the mails. So here, like .com or for example, I was working in the Ruby Mills. So there it was the @rubymills.com for every mail ID. So it will be my the domain name that all the employees will be interact within that domain and work within that domain.
Main network issue.
Actually, I have full network here and I can listen. Am I audible?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. Uh, fine. Okay, I'll move ahead. What is
Yeah.
group policy?
Group policy. So
I
here group
think your
policy.
screen got stuck again, Siddharth. Hitesh, I mean.
No, actually,
Yeah, now it is fine. Go ahead. What is group
okay.
policy?
Group policy means here in the Active Directory, we used the grouping sections for all the related departments and or for the related departments, or we can also perform many of the functions with the group policy. We can create many of the policies to the computer systems of our organization and manage them by ourselves. We can, for example, one of the group policies like we can set the wallpaper for all the organization computer systems from one at the one time. So it can be with the help of group policy.
Please check your internet connection stability. I mean, in between you're freezing. So,
Just a minute, man.
okay. Um, Fine.
Actually, I have a good network with a 15 Mbps network, 15 to 20 Mbps.
I don't know, might be from my end, but it
Yeah.
is good clear. Okay. So we'll move to the project part. At very
Okay.
basic level. Could you please tell me the basic request flow in any, I mean, Java web application?
In what performance? I not got your point.
Um, Request flow, like
Whenever a
when
client,
there is a
whenever a
database,
client
when
sends
there
a
is a
request.
logic, when there is a servlet
Okay.
part, or like that.
Okay. Okay. Um, from my project only, I will start. One of my
Mhm.
project I uploaded there, that car rental system. So from that only I shall tell. Uh, there was one of the home page, index page on the application first. For the welcoming page it was, and I added it from the web.xml by the welcome list in the welcome list. So whenever I used to run the application, my first page was welcome page. Then on that welcome page, my I was having the two options. The first one is the registration, and second one was the login page. So whenever I like to use to log in directly, or if I am a new if I am a new user, then I will be doing the registration. So I will be clicking on the registration page. So registration page, that is in the JSP page. That was the JSP page. While clicking from the index page, the it will be redirect to the registration page. After redirecting to the registration page .jsp, I will be inserting the data, my name, then mobile number, and the personal details. After clicking on the register, it will be submitting that data to the servlet first. Servlet first means what? The servlet will be having the .java file. This .java file, what will do? It will be creating HTTP's. Just one minute. It will be getting one HTTP request, and this request from .get parameter method, I will be fetching from the JSP, and after fetching from the JSP, one database, I will create the connection. The database connection will be get created after fetching the data. So this data fetched will be stored in the one variable. Okay, in all the related variables. Then after that, the database connection is created. After creating the database connection with the SQL query, I will insert that values by the HQL or by SQL. By both ways, we can perform by the Hibernate. So after that, I will try to open the section, and I will interact that variables with these database columns, and then it will get enter the data in the database. After that database is started, this database will start after creating the connection only. And while open section.save method will be saving that variables, and in that variables will be the data of what the user have entered in the registration page. And after that, I will close the connection. So here what will happen? Whatever the data that is saved from the registration page.jsp will be coming to the servlet page, and after that it will be going to the database table. Then the next further my further process will be, here I will be using a send redirect method where it will be redirecting me to the login page directly. Okay, after creating the after the registration process. Then there will be some process like login page. It will be a .jsp page where it will be in the form content, and I will be entering my email and password. Then whenever I will be entering the login button, that time it will be again going to be going this request back to the servlet page of login.java page. And here also the same process, it will get parameter method will be used to fetch that data. And after that fetching the data, I will be using in JDBC, I will be using the result set method, and Hibernate, I will be using some queries to match the data. After matching the data, the database connection by using the query method in the Hibernate. And after matching the data, it will be get send after then send redirect method that will be sending me next towards the home page. So this will be the process of all the related things, means from login page, registration page to the home page.
Okay. So I can see I've used Hibernate as well in your project. So what is the purpose of it? Why we use?
Actually, yeah, actually I used a Hibernate in my project because using the JDBC is what not, it was not possible to connect with the multiple tables also, and to like to get the data, to fetch the data, to update the data. Like in my profile, I have update profile, this link also, this page also. Then some another like exception handling also. So JDBC was not comfortable with to work on the project. So I used a Hibernate here, and the Hibernate is like we can use here JPA also, and we can use here a Hibernate section also. And by using the Hibernate section, I use this. I done this project. So Hibernate section helps me to help me to create the project fastly and with the by understanding more what actually I can perform more than to perform the interaction of the with the database. Uh, then by using the SQL query, it was possible for me to redirect from means to redirect the SQL and to interact with the database table with the HQL directly because HQL is more simpler than the SQL. So I use the Hibernate here.
Yeah. So there is a concept of secure login. So how did you manage that secure login? I mean, if you have done it.
No, I have not done that actually.
Okay.
No, I
If
have not done that.
database is down, what will happen?
If the database is down, then it will be actually giving us the exception in the servlet that the database is not getting connected. So in most of the companies, the database are connected to not one of the database, they are connected to various databases because of these problems.
Hmm. So basically, as I can see entire CV, what is the strongest area you can
Actually,
see?
strongest area is I have more troubleshooting experience in the IT infrastructure. As I said, I
Mm-hmm.
was working previously. Not in the theory level, I can say, but in the practical level, how to troubleshoot, how to manage the things, how to lead the things. Because I said I was the administrator that time, so I know the things better. Now also I'm getting some calls from my colleagues of that time to what to do
Mm-hmm.
at what situation, so I can guide them and tell what to do. So at the technical level, I am good at IT infrastructure right now, and in the software development, I am a new fresher. I have not still worked yet, but means this project is also like done in the college, and then started the course after a year after working in the IT infrastructure. So uh, I have little bit type of knowledge about this software. Then these languages, Java, advanced Java. I can manage the things, I can process it, I can tell in the theory level, I can do technically also, but still I'm not working in the organization. I am not a like experienced one. I am not a technically fit. So I want to learn more in the software development now.
So basically, last question. Like you have
Yes.
mentioned there is a Java. So basic after this you answer, I can say like there is
Hmm.
a dependency you have created, right? So which is a good point.
Yeah.
Fine. So Java full stack development you have mentioned. So shortly, I just wanted to know the basic understanding. If you have a like entire, I mean, SQL database or front
Hmm.
end, whatever you have
Hmm.
used. So how you will look at it? Suppose there is a, let's take a practical example of Flipkart. So
Okay.
how you will look at it as per the Java full stack developer point of view?
Actually, currently, as I have mentioned there, that is present. Okay, in my CV. So I have not completed fully with the web development. So I will not go with the web development for building the Flipkart. I shall go with the Java and advanced Java. So here
Great.
I shall work with the JSP and also the Bootstrap and some part of HTML will be work only. And here I will be using a Hibernate or else the JPA.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and further, actually, I have completed with the Spring, but till now I am not getting the Spring, so I am regaining it again. Means I am starting it with again. So I completed with the Spring core, yeah, still, but I am further doing the course on it, and I will be completing it within the 20 days only. So, from my knowledge, I will be going with the Spring at that time, and I will be performing this Flipkart application.
Okay, great. Have you a little bit any idea about Spring Boot, or for front end there is a Angular or React?
Yeah, actually, I have a little bit idea about it. Means, these are the frameworks only. Spring is a framework of a Java. Like that, React, Angular, these are all the frameworks of the web development. Frameworks of the JavaScript. And actually, I have not learned yet the JavaScript, so I'm not going further for the React and Angular because
Hmm.
it will be more complex for me. So,
That's
firstly, I'm trying to get with the Spring only. Then I shall start with the
mm,
web development.
it step by step,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Because what
So,
happened at the time that while doing this course, I understand that if I not completed the whole Java first and I'm trying to do
mm-hmm.
with the web development, it is more complex and I will be
Yes,
forgot everything.
it will create mess, right?
Yes, yes,
So fine, but step by step you can reach out to
yes,
that level as well
yes,
in
yes,
future, and future I mean organizations, like if you got
yes,
the chance, so you can have like for front end, because mostly the demand and requirement is for Angular and React.
yes,
Um,
yes,
as a experienced person, I'm telling you. So
yes.
you cannot like deny that thing. So at least step by step you can get to that level as well.
Yeah,
And of course,
actually I have done my like what I have done my target that in what time I have to complete what things because
yeah.
from the college and classes it was not easy or it they doesn't give the actual type of knowledge. So we have to gain it ourselves
Mm-hmm.
and
Exactly.
actually I can say I said that I have completed with the Spring, but I have completed in the class, but I not got what actually it was. But now currently
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning myself, and I can say it about Advanced Java also and Hibernate also. I was not knowing about it. I just learned in the
Mm-hmm.
class, and I was learning only the theory. I was not knowing any actual part. So I
Mm-hmm.
learned about it first myself now, and I'm telling the answers. So this is not about only that part. I'm now doing the Spring also. So I completed with the Spring core now, and I'm doing the further I'm going now with the Spring MVC.
That's great approach actually.
Yeah.
Like because
Yes.
uh, until the time you are not working on yourself or you practicing, then
Yes.
you cannot get
Yes.
that
The
confidence
projects are
and the
more
knowledge
important.
as well.
The
Yeah,
projects are
exactly.
more important here because
So,
they only teach there. They not create the projects. After creating the project,
mm-hmm.
I actually got the points. Means actually in my mind there were some questions like means yeah, okay, this is the coding language and this is the thing. This is the code. But how to work on it, how to use it, and how to mention that things in any particular way or at what time what we have to use,
Mm-hmm.
that we can get to understand only when we create that project. So
Correct, correct.
I'm trying now to create the projects only and do the things.
Basically, you need to be confident, right?
Yes,
So,
yes,
fine. It was good, I mean, interaction with you.
yeah.
So, I'll share it, feedback as well. Any questions from your end?
Yeah, actually, I was to understand about you means I don't know about the Bright IT uh, about the placements. I just want to know about it means what means you are from a technically from the Bright IT or from the like any organization like that.
Yeah, actually, that whatever your requirement is, you can ask to the
Yes.
team, placement team, I mean.
Okay.
But
Okay.
from my end, as I've already give you this basic idea about the future opportunities, and you can
Yes. Yes.
add these skill sets to your stack so that it will be helpful for you to grow, right?
Yes.
So, of course, I'm from development background, so that's why I'm telling you these things.
Yeah.
And there is a huge opportunities as you have already started this full stack
Mm.
Java full stack development, right?
Yes.
So you can
Yes.
add those things, and it will be good for your CV as well. And
Yes.
great. I mean, you can like good communication skill also. What, as you said, like you just learn theoretically few things, and like so on that area, you know you yourself, right? You can present,
Yes.
but you know your flaws and everything. So
Yes.
just try
Yes.
to you presented very well, but still, when it comes to when you clear that entry level part and you'll get hired somewhere, so you need to
Yes.
perform, and that stability matters a lot. You already worked, so you
Yes.
know it well.
Yes.
So yeah, so that is this thing. Like it take efforts actually to stay for the stability purpose. So you can just enhance your skill sets by adding
Yes.
to your stack. That's it. Um, Otherwise everything was good. Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks. Fine. You can leave. I will pay. Yeah.